3. Welcome to Making Money with Your Body. I'm your host and facilitator for today. My name is Laleh Hancock, and I want to thank all of you. There's so many of you guys that are here in person, but there's so many of you that actually chose this, registered, and you're napping right now because it's in the middle of the night where you are, or you just weren't available to join us. But what I love is by you actually choosing this class, your energy, your body, your ability to actually receive and contribute gifting is actually part of this. So I just want to thank you from the beginning. I also want to thank the amazing translators. It's in the middle of the night right now in some countries, and you guys are brave and you're here, as well as all the other amazing translators who are going to be here with us, creating this with us. And I want to thank the Brazilian amazing people who actually came up with this idea that they wanted to get us all together. And we played with what different titles, what different ways we can contribute to bodies. And of course, we came up with money and body, two favorite things that most people have a lot of judgment and points of views about. So how does it get even better, right? Let's have the two put together and see what we can create together. So I just wanted to let you guys know, this is a 1-hour call that we're going to be together. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time for personal questions, but if I do, I will let you guys know. You do need to be on the English Zoom if you do ask any questions. Even if you're on a translated line, I will not be able to do that because I'd like to actually hear you and facilitate you live. But let's see how it goes. I've got a lot of people who messaged me. This is their first time actually being here. So I do have to ask, please be in your allowance and be in your patience. I need to set some groundwork. We need to get some foundation created since not everyone has been with me before and not everyone is familiar with the Access tools. So with that said, the tools I'm going to share with you guys today are my life, the awareness of all of us, the awareness we have, our bodies have, the ways that our bodies play, the way that our bodies have points of views, which they don't. Actually, it's we have the points of views, the way that we have points of views about money, like all of that is going to be what's going to generate and create today, as well as the amazing, amazing tools from Access Consciousness. I'm one of the certified facilitators and a facilitator of many of their specialty classes, including Right Body for You and Wealth Creators, which will bring a little energy of both of those. I'm also a facilitator of a lot of others. And so today I'm actually going to bring energies of everything. To talk about bodies, we do need to have, a space where we all actually even acknowledge we have bodies, and even about money, the willingness to receive and to also have money, which money is not just cash, guys. There is some things that you have to also be willing to explore, some things you have to be willing to actually invite into your life, into your body, that expands your ability to have things. And some of the questions people sent me early on, I will address them. Some of them might be energetically, I address them. Some of them I may address. Actually, you might hear your question. But if not, just your thinking, whatever you're thinking, guess what? It will probably be addressed. And if not, feel free to put it in the chat and we'll go from there. One thing is I do not speak Portuguese. I do not speak Japanese, Spanish, Hungarian, or Russian, which are our languages for today. So if you write me in those languages, I will not be able to translate, but we do have people here that can assist you. And I'm wondering if you guys would also be willing to put in here the chat the Zoom links for your languages. I have a few that I actually can share as well if people are looking for it. So this is for Portuguese, if you guys are asking about Portuguese. Do not message me privately because I won't be able to understand what you're saying. I do need the translators to be able to see your questions. And then I'll put Spanish underneath it. Awesome. So one of the things with Access Consciousness, Access has actually been around almost 30 years. And the tools and the facilitators are practitioners of Access are all around the world, 176 countries. So the tools that I'm going to share with you, no matter where you are, if you go to accessconsciousness.com, and look under facilitators, look under classes, you will find amazing facilitators out in the world. As well, I'm going to talk about the clearing statement. So when we are in Access, one of the most important aspects is not to give you answers, but to actually empower you to know what you know. And the best way to do that is to actually have no point of view and ask you questions. So today we're going to talk a lot, but it's not talking, it's actually asking questions and allowing the energies to come up. You know, those things that you've made right, wrong, good, bad, anything that you've had impelled on you. You've had people stress, you know, what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do, all of those things and those moments in your life where it just felt like, like that whole gasping of your air. Those are the beyonds. And so after the questions, I'm actually going to share the clearing statement. It's right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And it's to take away all the things, all those projections, expectations, anything that doesn't give you choice and doesn't allow you to be able to change things, allow you to be able to create things, allow you to have more fun, allow you to receive more. What you're doing is by asking the questions and saying the clearing statement, you're allowing the clearing statement to actually dissipate and remove at the source whatever is holding it in place. So, as I would say, is that the magic of the tools is to ask questions. Okay, so what is it about making money with your body? Like, what is that even about? Actually, it just came about. I was asking, what contribution can I be to people all around the world, their bodies, their life, and their business? And that's the topic that came up. So it's just as easy as that, just by asking that question. And contribution, and one of the greatest gifts of Access is it teaches us that our whole life we learned, don't be selfish. Don't do things for yourself. It's all about everyone else. But that's not how nature works. That's not how we're meant to actually function. We have the ability to gift and receive simultaneously. That gift of us is actually what's available in nature. It's there with the plants. It's there with the water. Just soak your feet in water. It's immediately gifting to you, and it's actually receiving from you as well. So with bodies and with money, that's something that we actually need to have as our foundation, because your body actually gifts whether you know it or not. And it will automatically receive if you're willing. Now, most of us don't even know, hey, we have this amazing body that has its own consciousness, that has no point of view. But we, as that being that's within this body that makes it actually alive, we have a lot of things we've learned in the past. And the past could mean 5 seconds ago, or it could mean 4 trillion years ago, or even longer than that. So when you're actually looking to expand your life, the first place is, would you be willing to have a communion with your body? Would you be willing to actually acknowledge you have a body? and allow your body to be your partner in creation. So, it doesn't have to be difficult, and it doesn't have to be that over 10 seconds, you have to change everything. But just the willingness, even to like put your feet firm on the ground, the willingness to just say, hey, I have a body, and literally just touch your arm. Hi, body. Hey, thanks for being here. And when you have 3 points of connection to your body, it's actually this level of presence, this level of ease, and this level of communion that could be there between you and your body, and the consciousness of both, that will allow you to exponentialize whatever you desire, whether it's something you'd like to change in your life, whether it's something you'd like to do in your life, something you'd like to add to your life, whatever that is. So I'm going to ask you guys, just for one moment, okay? If you put your feet firm on the ground, okay? Your hands can be on your cheeks. It could be on your lap. It could be on your belly. Anywhere you like. And your butt on a seat or something, even if you're laying down, just that your butt is touching something, okay? Your feet firm on the ground, your butt on something, your hands somewhere. This 3 points of connection just invites everything in. Because now you're actually being present with your body. And do you notice anything different? You don't have to, but I invite you to start paying attention to what your body starts to share with you. Might be tingles, might be actually perceiving energy flowing, might be a heavy energy feeling, might be a light energy feeling. Now, I'll talk about that. The light and heavy are going to be really important. And that's what I'm actually going to invite you to build that muscle with it. A bunch of you already know this. For all the ones who are newbies and the ones who know it, I wonder what else light and heavy can contribute to you if you are willing to receive it. Because for me, it looks so different every single day. Okay, so just for a moment, can you guys close your eyes? If you just said hello to every single part of your body right now, just start from your toes, your foot, the heel of your foot, coming up your legs, your ankles, your knees, your hips. Now, don't just jump up, okay? The receiving is with every part of your body. So your vagina, your penis, if you're a guy listening in, and like every single cell, muscle, tendon, bone, bloodstream, organs, like just say hello to them all. This is the gift and the magic of you, every part of your body, okay? We're just saying hello because we're just building that communion to be very present with everything. And then as you come up, even your belly button. Most people forget their belly button. What can your belly button contribute to the money, to the life that you desire to have? Okay, now coming up, your lungs, your heart, your intestines, all your organs, okay? Your shoulders, your bones, your elbows. You know those elbows that are so cute that we tend to not even think about them? Yeah, coming up, your head, your nose, your eyes, your eyebrows, your eyelashes, your ears, your lips, your tongue, your jaw. Okay. Now, I want to talk about your throat. Most of us, it's kind of funny. I came forward to a hotel after Costa Rica. And it's just so interesting. Like, as soon as I used to live here for many, many years, like 25 years, I just sold my house. And it's just interesting. I've been traveling for 6 weeks. And as soon as I got on the plane to come here, my voice started to change. It's not right. It's not wrong. It's just that my body's changing. And when we talk about money and we talk about our bodies, you will notice your body will share information differently with you. Okay? So, what is your voice also sharing? What is your throat also sharing? Your thymus, your solar plex. Every single part of your physical body, your energetic body, every level of every kind of body. This is about igniting and just saying hello and building that communion. And by you just doing this, you've invited the earth in to be there as your partner with your body. Okay. Now, from this space, if you want to just take a few breaths, let's do that. Breathe in from your feet all the way to the top of your head and just let it go. And you let it go, let it just melt down through every part of your body and back into the earth. The earth has no point of view. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. It just will take it as energy and give it again as energy. Now I'm going to invite you guys, as you breathe in again, breathe in. Every part of that body. And as you let it go, would you be willing to let go all the points of views you have about your body, money, creation, life, wealth, actualization, silliness, stupidity, any energy you've made right or wrong? Will you now allow it to just dissipate and just go back into the earth? Okay, one more breath in. Breathe in. And as you let go, anything you've been uninviting into your life, your body, everything you've been refusing to be, know, perceive, receive, have, anything you've been refusing to generate, create, and actualize, we now allow that to melt away and go straight into the earth. Okay. Now I'm going to ask if you guys want to open your eyes and notice, by you having that communion with your body, you don't have to close your eyes to have it. Just say, hi, body, and you're there. We just wanted to invite you just to feel, perceive, receive, and know the difference in inviting every single part of you and your body to be part of whatever you desire to have in your life. So, what is it that you would like to have in your life? What is it you'd like to invite into your life? Will you now allow you to actually be it, know it, perceive it, receive it, have it? Now, anything you've chosen at any moment, anything you bought real, anything you sold to others, you know those things we learned from mom and dad or grandma, grandpa, or our cultures? All the stratifications, all the reference points, would you be willing to actually toss them away? You can bring them back if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay. So anything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy it and create it? And this is where we're going to say the clearing statement: right, wrong, good and bad, pun poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So the first question I'm going to ask you from this exercise, did you notice any part of your body that it just didn't seem like it just automatically, like the energy was coming up? Was there anywhere in your body where you perceived anything that felt heavy or anything that just, oh, heavy and light, I didn't talk about it. Okay, so it's going to be different for each of us. Okay, your body will talk to you. It talks to you in different ways. And if you have different systems and ways you do it and it works for you, you don't have to change anything. But I just want to invite you to play with light and heavy. When something resonates with you, it might not resonate with your lover, your father, your mother, or anyone else, but just you, it's going to be light, expansive. It's almost like different people perceive it different. For me, it's almost like there's just so much energy. There's so much space that's available. Okay. And then when it's heavy, sometimes it's so mild, like so mild between the difference of light and heavy. And sometimes it just feels for me like I've got this tightness, this constricting feeling in my belly or other parts of my body. Yeah. Yeah, the yawning is interesting. Okay, guys. So, what we're doing just by having a conversation together, I'm actually working on all your bodies, all the people who aren't even here. But what you're doing is you're inviting to open up more space and to let go of anything that you no longer require, the body no longer requires, any kind of unconsciousness or anti-consciousness, anywhere you made anything significant that's no longer required to be locked in, you're letting it go. So if you end up sleeping during this call, yay, how does it get better? Don't worry, you're still going to receive. You're just letting go all the things you no longer require. If you're going to be yawning, that's great. Ask your body, thank you so much. Do you require anything? Your bodies will require water, salt, sugar. And no matter what you've learned about salt and sugar, I learned salt was terrible. My dad would just shake the salt shaker and pour half of it out, and we thought it was the worst thing in the world. Realized coming into Access, wow, that's actually how his body would change. It would change energies, and our bodies actually require your brain, sugar, most of your body, sugar and salt. And water is what it needs to actually reignite itself to have whatever it requires. And you may find that even your eating might change a little bit after today. The way that you look at things might look different. Just kind of keep that and just keep acknowledging. Acknowledging is a cool thing because when you acknowledge something, you actually let it expand. You let it get greater. Okay, cool. So now, from that space, that whole thing of, like we were having that communion with the earth, that whole communion with your body. Well, guess who would like to have the money? Not you. You are this infinite space that just keeps going. I mean, if you even look now, you're like, okay, what are the outside edges of me? Me as the infinite being, because that's what you are. You're infinite. Can you perceive it? Just keep going. It keeps going, huh? Okay, but your body is here. It's here. Would you be willing to actually touch yourself and just say hello to your body? Most of us think, oh, I have a body. I put clothing on it. I get up. I brush it. I do all sorts of stuff. But your body is actually here to create with you if you include it. So if you'd like to have more money, a new car, whatever, anything you like to grow your business, whatever that is, it's actually you and that communion with your body that will exponentialize the receiving of everything. And the magical earth. We just came from Costa Rica. We were at certified facilitator training, and it was beautiful. We were surrounded by, of course, it's Costa Rica, so rainforest looking everything, beautiful flowers and trees. And one of the things that the founder of Access, Gary Douglas, talked to us about is how much the trees, the plants, and the animals are actually here to contribute to you. Anything you desire to expand in your life, the consciousness of them wants to invite more consciousness into your life and wants to invite and be your best friend, your partner. Now, this is my point of view, not his, to actually allow your life to grow. So, making money with your body, that could be anything your mind thinks it is. I know when we first said it, people were like, wait, people are going to get the wrong idea. But what if that's okay, if that's what somebody would like to do? But what it actually means is when you invite your body to be part of the conversation, part of the creation, part of the pool. Because that's the other thing. You and your body have this magic, okay? This magic to pull things into your life. In this reality, this society, it's about let's work, and depending on how many hours I put in is how much I get paid. How many of you have that point of view? Yeah, I see a bunch of heads going, yeah. Okay, that's one of your options. But when you invite your body to pull in energy with you, you can pull in people into the business, you can pull in employees, you can pull in people who want to connect with you and expand your business. You can pull in clients, you can pull in cash, you can pull in, do you get what I'm saying? Do you guys actually start to perceive it too? As I'm sharing it with you, I'm also inviting you to the energy of it. And the energy, do you even start to feel anything different in your toes or any part of your body? Yeah, okay, yeah. And we'll do an energy pull too. Yay, Emily, awesome. Okay, now, okay. If you didn't have to just work to get money, what would your body like to be and do to pull and invite money, wealth, ease, joy, laughter, play, whatever it is that you desire? Okay, so would you, just for one moment, would you be willing to ask, body, what have you been desiring to gift to me that I've been refusing to receive? What do you get? I'll put it in here too. Mm-hmm. So contribution, joy, friendship, pleasure. Cool. Sleep. Yeah. Excitement, joy. Yeah, but you get it? Your body will answer. You just have to be willing to ask and just give it a space to actually allow you to listen to it. You don't have to do it in a quiet space, but there's something about the willingness to be quiet to actually receive. You don't have to, but just play with it in different parts. Most of us, we surround ourselves with a lot of loudness, music, TV, distractions. And if you actually took even 5 minutes a day before you got out of bed or sometime during the day when you know you need it the most and just said, body, thank you. If you can have gratitude, everything else can change like this. I love it. Renetta wrote, more money, lightness, love, joy. I love all this feedback you guys are giving. Because isn't it amazing? You're saying, okay, I need to have more money. I want to travel more. I want to take more classes. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. Oh, by the way, want means to lack, okay? But if you have no point of view, it's just a word. It has no energy to it. It's just interesting point of view, okay? But when you do it from that space of, oh my God, I need money, okay? Perceive that. And then perceive this. Hey, body, what would it take for us to, I don't know, receive that $1,000 more today, $10,000 more today? What would it be like to, pull in $1 million? No, that might be a little too much for you guys, huh? Okay. All right. What would that be though? Do you get that? When you do it from curiosity and you do it from the invitation of your body is this natural magnet. It pulls everything in. But money is not money. It's not just this piece of paper or coins in our countries. Money is energy. You as an infinite being, your energy space, consciousness, okay? You're brilliant, you're amazing, you are everything. Now, when you make it that money is just paper and it doesn't show up in your life unless it's paper or coins, okay? You have to refuse all the money and all the energy and all the wealth, which is that receiving from every molecule and receiving from those amazing plants and flowers and animals that just want to gift everything to you, to say, no, I'm so sorry. You cannot come in my life because you're not showing up as a piece of paper or coins. And you send it away. Guess what? You do that all day long, I'm sure. But ask a question, okay? How often during one day, how often during the day, today, have you refused to receive money and other things your body was desiring to gift to you? Now tap into that. A little, which one's lighter? A little, a lot, megaton. Which one of those was lighter for you? Holy moly. Boy, you guys don't mess around. You like the megaton stuff. But it's going to be different for each of you. Your receiving is different, okay? Yeah, megatonus. Julia, you're awesome. Yeah, okay. None of it is right. None of it is wrong. I am just inviting you. Please don't go into wrongness. That's the one advice I will give, that tap into the energy of gratitude and tap into the energy of going into wrongness. Which one's light and which one's heavy? Which one? Well, they could both be light, they could both be heavy or whatever, but which one is that for you? Which one's light for you? Okay? Judgment and gratitude, they're like parallel energies. They can never coexist together. Gratitude is at a higher level of frequency. And that's the piece. If you would like to add anything into your life, including money, you have to be willing to be at that space of that higher energy. And if you've taken my other Zooms, and I know a lot of you guys have, a bunch of you guys have taken a lot of classes with me, like just that, remembering, okay, gratitude's here and lack limitations down here. If you go and say, I need from that place of lack, like there's not enough, you're not going to be able to pay your bills, you can only attract the energy of what you're being at that moment. So if you're going to be that energy, okay, that energy of that lack, guess what will attract to you? More of the same. If you are the energy of gratitude, no matter how things are going, no matter how great they are, no matter how it seems difficult, if you go to gratitude for one thing, that's why I said, just touch yourself and say, thank you, body. Like, listen, that's it. That's all it took. You can shift your energy to be the space of gratitude. Then you become the magnet of gratitude. Gratitude invites in every molecule to come play. And those molecules include money. So if you are willing to change one of those points of views of where you've made yourself wrong, about not having enough, not having this, not having that, your body not looking so way, blah, 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 all that stuff, if you took one and you replaced it with gratitude, what can that change in your whole life? What else can it invite and pull into your life? I'm putting it out there because just pay attention. Like, okay, if you change one point of view, it actually has a domino effect to add in more interesting point of view into everything else. When gratitude sprinkles gratitude out into the whole universe and expands more of the energy of gratitude coming to you and to others. Yeah. So Frederic says, I'm receiving so much and would like to contribute so much with it. What question can I ask to create with so much gratitude and at the same time be willing, not willing, same time, not willing my magnificence, like why me? I have nothing special. Okay, so the first thing I would say is, do you remember we talked about light and heavy, right? I'm going to ask you the other question. Who does that belong to? Okay, there's an app, download it. You can go to accessconsciousness.com, go to the app store, just type in, who does it belong to? Okay, and it's an amazing, easy app. All it does is you put in there how often you want it to ask you, who does this belong to? Okay, 99.9 million% of your thoughts, feelings, emotions, all the lies, okay? There's so many lies about money, guys, that we have bought as real. We sold them to many lifetimes. That's what becomes real when it's not real, okay? Then we have our mommies and daddies who taught us nothing other than a lot of judgments and projections. And yes, they're amazing and they taught us a lot of stuff, but we also bought a lot of their points of views from such an early age. Many ask, at what age did you learn all your points of views about money? What do you get? Okay. Energetically, I perceive 2, birth, before birth, 7, 3. Yeah. So, yeah. So, okay, it doesn't matter. Your parents are amazing. They did the best they could with the tools that they had. Now we have tools. Okay, Access Consciousness has a million tools. I'm only going to share a few with you tonight because I only have an hour. Oh, I only have 20 more minutes with you. But a question, but not from, I already have it figured out. I already have the answer. I already know what I want. No, from true question. And that's where you become the question, not just I'm asking a question, but like, wow, okay. Now this is where your best friend, the body, comes into play, okay? Body. We learned this before birth, 10, 5, whatever it is, okay? If I was willing not to make that significant, okay, what can we choose now? If I didn't have to believe everything I thought was real is actually real, what do you know, body, that can change this? What do you know? I see you celebrating over there. What do you know that can generate, create, and actualize greater than I can ever imagine? Okay? Because actually, a lot of us go into our heads, and our imagination is actually really teeny tiny. As big as creative as you are, when you think with your head, you actually have to limit it to the constructs of this reality of A plus B equals C, okay? But when you're actually willing to be you, and you're willing to actually allow your body to contribute what it knows, what you know, together, you will outcreate this reality, and you already have, like this, okay? That's where the miracles come in. That's where your ability to actually do things that don't make sense in this reality come into play. So for all of you who are like, I don't have enough money in my bank account, we can change that. And would you be willing to be grateful for one little cent that you do have in there? $1 million you have in there, whatever you have in there, be grateful for it and ask for more. Now, money and bodies. Why do they play so well together? Ha! Because neither one of them has a point of view. Neither one of them thinks it's hard. Neither one of them thinks it's easy. They're just like, hi, let's have some fun together. Your body wants to have fun. Money wants to have fun. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. Money is that energy of joy. You know, that gratitude we talked about up here. That's where money likes to play. Okay? Think about it. When you were like joyful and you had a lot of fun in your life, did you ever worry about money? Or was it like, oh, money came from left, money came from right? Yes, you did take action. You did do some things. Yes, it's not just about sitting there pretty, even though you could sit there pretty and also make money. But it's those moments where you're not becoming the magnet of the lack. So ask your bodies, is lack real? Is that light or heavy? I see you smiling. Okay. So if lack doesn't have to be real, we actually have the abundance of this amazing world. Okay. Anytime you think you're in the lack mode, like you're like, oh my God, I don't have enough money to pay or whatever. Whenever you go into that crazy mind, one, get your bars run. Access consciousness bars, one of the most amazing things, 32 points in your head. Don't have to do much except just receive and have a great time and feel good and feel energized and so much others. So that's one thing, okay? But two, ask for the flowers to show you the abundance of the world. Like if you just like go into that crazy mind thing and just say, oh, do flowers have lack? Do trees have lack? That's an easy way to change it. Or you don't even have to do that. You can just think of a beautiful flower or have one on your phone, you know, just open up to a beautiful picture. I love kids. I love babies. And so I always have these silly videos of kids. And the minute I start laughing, I remember, ha ha ha, it's not real. I can laugh. It's not real. So what if scarcity is one of the biggest lies there to stop you from what you and your body can actually generate, create, and actualize? So everything you've done to buy it is real, to sell it is real, all the reference points you have from any lifetime, space, dimensions, realities, and all the stratifications, which are all those things like culture and family and points of views and all those things, you know, would you be willing to destroy and create all of it? And any commitments you've made to it and any commitments you have forced your body to make to all of those stratifications, reference points, to any of the oaths, vows, communities, fealties, swearings, promises, blood oaths, contracts, marriages, obligations, any of those points of creations, will you now please destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, get a mad, pump, all night, shorts, boys, and beyond. Yay! I love your oak trees too. I could perceive they're all here. It's really funny. I just recently sold my house, and when I moved there, I just fell in love. Like my whole backyard was full of beautiful trees. The front of the house, the side, I ended up planting a lot of trees and flowers. And 3 weeks after I moved in, we had the biggest tornado come through our area. And I had the awareness to go talk to the trees that were outside and in front of the house. And people thought I was crazy. And my kids were a little younger, so they were willing to do it, you know. So the three of us went and we hugged every tree that was in our front yard and our backyard. And we asked the trees, would you be willing to keep your roots in the ground during this storm? And we'll send you whatever contribution you require. Now, this is way before I met Access, which is really funny. But there's always been this like yumminess when it came to trees for me. So I wonder what else you could ask the trees to contribute to you in your finances, and the things you'd like to add to your life that you haven't even considered yet. And anything that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, receive, and have the awareness of that and the ability to choose it, will you destroy it and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, online, choice, boys, yeah. My house was the only house none of the trees fell down. The house to my right, the neighbor's tree fell into the master bedroom of that house. The house to the left, the tree of the neighbor fell into that master bedroom of that house. My trees didn't go anywhere. Now, one of the little ones fell over, but it was no big deal. It was this little itty bitty thing that was like, oh, I'm just here. I'm just changing. So if we can do that with trees, what can we do with the clouds and the ocean? What can we do with flowers and the birds and the animals? Like, okay, I'm just bringing this up because most of you came thinking, oh, we're talking about bodies and money, which means, okay, how many more hours do I need to work? Yes, you do need to take action because most of us are freaking creators, okay? But would you be willing to create with every molecule in the universe? You know, one thing I love about Access Consciousness is it has specialty classes for everything that you could desire. And one of them is called Wealth Creators Anonymous. And I'm one of the facilitators of that. And one thing that it really keeps inviting me to is reminding me wealth is when you're willing to receive with your body, when you're willing to receive everything. You know, those moments you think, oh, those are the tough moments. What if it's just an energy to be received? What if it's also the willingness to let your clothes make you money and pull in things for you? What if it's about your jewelry? Like, it was so funny. This necklace did not want to not be worn today. It was like this aggressive energy of like, put me on. And I was like, oh yeah, because it just loves to gift to me and my body. What is that for you? And if you don't have things right now, it's okay. But what are things? Go try things on. Go to a store, just walk in, play. Your body loves jewelry, but it doesn't have to buy it. You can receive from things whether you own it or not. Okay, right now, okay? Everyone, let me ask you guys a question because I get my necklace would like to contribute. It's not on me anymore, okay? Okay. Just, do you remember we put our feet firm on the ground and we connected to every part of our body? Would you be willing to do that again? And with every cell in your body, can you tap into this? And if you don't want to, please don't, but it's just, if you'd like, it could be a contribution. It's a choice, okay? But I'm wondering, like, what does your body actually desire to receive from them? What do you actually desire to receive from them? And what can they contribute to what you've been asking for now and the future? And the energies that they be, what can they add to any energy you've been asking for? The world is your oyster. Yeah. 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 And you know, it's not just, you know, pearls and jewelry. Like, it is like gold. Anything gold. Would you be willing to make gold be your minion? You know, that's actually one of the things that Gary Douglas opened my awareness to. I used to love, love, love gold. And there was a period of time I really didn't like gold, which is really weird. But it was one of those points of views I'd bought because everyone else loved silver. And I didn't understand the fascination of silver because I just love gold so much. It's not about one or the other, but the elements of the world are here to contribute to us. And there are elementals, which are these elements that are, you know, those missing chart on the chart, periodic chart that has no name. Well, there's elementals. that even scientists have said are out there, but they have no name yet. And they are there for consciousness. They're there to contribute. If you ask them, they will assist you. Okay. Gold, you can ask, let it be your minion. And it doesn't have to be that you own it. Ask for every, okay, let's do that together. Would you be willing to ask for all the gold that is around the universe to actually be pulled to you in your body? Okay. Yeah. Do you notice anything different in your body? Do you sense anything else? And it will, like, there's also like, it's our receiving, our centralness. It's not just about copulation, but like, you know, we will have our sexual organs, I'll call it, because I'm not in the conscious vagina class today, but like every part of your body desires to receive, and every part of your body desires to contribute. So any place where you have not allowed the receiving to be the infinite receiving, being, knowing, perceiving, would you now be willing, just for a moment, put a little bit of attention there, okay? Whatever that spot is. And now whatever you bought and sold that was significant, to lock it in place, hold it in place, not allow it to receive whatever it was that you chose. Will you now let that go and destroy and create all of it? Revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, destroy, and create all the oaths, vows, communities, fealties, swearings, promises, blood oaths, contracts, marriages, obligations, right, wrong, good and bad, land, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay. Yeah. It's interesting though. The energy totally got different. Okay. Now I keep asking you, pay attention, because the more you start to perceive even a little energy change, or just, you don't have to know what it is, just say, oh, cool, something changed. You allow you to receive more. You allow you, by that acknowledgement, to allow more possibilities, more doors. Because with every single one of these molecules, you're actually expanding them. You're allowing more space to be there between them. And you're allowing greater possibilities to exist. And when you start to acknowledge, what you do is you allow those to get even greater. So even if you're pulling in, okay, let's do that because we only have a few minutes left. Okay, you don't have to close your eyes. I just like to do that. So if you like to close your eyes, close your eyes. Now I'm going to ask you, put in front of you what it is you'd like to add to your life. Like, what are energies you'd like to have in your life? You know, if it's a car, just say, hey, I'd like to have a car. If it's a house, put that. So if it's like a solid thing like that, but maybe not describe it as a blue convertible, okay? That's a little narrowed because something even greater can come into your life. But it's also like the energies of like ease, the energies of being alive, that's celebration of living. The energy of, yeah, if you have a certain amount of money you'd like to have, you can add it in there. The only thing I'll ask you, 99.9% of people don't ask for enough money, therefore receive very little. So even if you're asking, I don't know, $1,000, I'm totally exaggerating, right? Make it be 5,000 or 10,000 or 15, something so uncomfortable that it's a reach for you, okay? So if you're asking for, you know, I don't know, 50,000 pesos, ask for 150,000 pesos or more. Okay, so whatever your ask is, would you now be willing to double it, triple it, quadruple it, make it even greater than that, and see how much more space you actually receive and have when you're asking? Okay, what else? Would you like to travel? If there's a destination that you've been desiring to go to, ask for it. Like what does it have? Like tap into the buildings. I love talking to land and talking to the buildings, the architecture. Every single one has every element from this beautiful world that we live in. So tap into them, okay? If it's the ocean, tap into the ocean. Oh, yummy. Okay. So whatever that is, put it in front of you. And now, would you be willing to allow you to say, I'm going to have this. I'm going to have this. I will have it. Thank you very much. I will take it. Whatever that is for you. And now, with every cell of your energetic physical body, will you tap into it and allow it to now be in communion with you with it. And now take this energy of you, your body, your business, your life, your living, with every single cell, and connect it to what you and your body desire to have in your life and living in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And allow that energy with yours to go sprinkle out into the whole universe. Okay, sprinkle it out. Now, will you pull in every energy, every being in a body or out of a body, every plant, every tree, every animal that can contribute to you having this, to contributing to you actualizing it in physical form in this reality. All the conscious, higher conscious beings that desire to contribute, all those beings that have bodies, don't have bodies, all the other bodies, whether you know them or not, who actually want to contribute, people who just want to give you money to make it happen. Will you invite them in? Any points of views you have of what you owe them and have to give them before that, we destroy it and create it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pop, all night, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And now, what systems desire to contribute to you having it? Everything from every space between the molecules that desire to be a contribution to you and your body and your life, will you now invite them in? Okay. And as you're inviting, will you do it from every direction, above you, below you, to the sides, right, left, all around, so that you have every spherical direction where you're pulling in the energy and you're sprinkling it out. Because one of the things, if you're willing to be in gratitude, you're willing to be in the abundant space, you be oneness. And it's for everyone. It's not just for you. When you're willing to have it for everyone, you too are everyone. Okay? So you're sprinkling it out into the whole universe to have those possibilities available to everyone. And you're willing to also pull it in to you, your body, your life, your business, your website, your social media, your flyers, your classes, anything, your products, your service, whatever that is. And allow everything to expand. Allow everything to gift to you, and allow you to gift everything. And any lifetime you chose, you would never be the energies that are required to physically actualize these creations into this reality. We now destroy and create all of it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pom all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. And now, what possibilities are available for you to physically actualize that you've never considered? What can you add to these energies every day? Who can you add that has the energies to contribute to you being, having, perceiving, receiving, having it all? And anything that doesn't allow that, we just try to create all that. And every day, will you allow you to add more? As a being, you are infinite. And as infinite, stop asking for the same thing every day. Keep adding to it. You will allow you to add more to your life and allow you to physically actualize the things that desire to come into your life, but they need you to start to trust you. When you ask, it's immediately given. It just may not be in solid form right here, right now. The universe has to adjust itself based on your points of views. So any points of views you have that doesn't allow you to receive it, we destroy and create all that. Right, wrong, good and bad, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds, any of the stratifications, reference points, or anything else that are these virtual, vibrational realities that stop you from physically actualizing it, we destroy and create all that. Right, wrong, good and bad, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. And allow you to keep adding. Anything else you add will be a contribution energy to even greater. So what else can you add to your life and living every single day? That's a question you can also ask. What can I add to my life and living today? What is now available to be physically actualized that I've never considered before? Anything that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, receive, and have the awareness, will you please destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pom all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. All right. How much fun can you have with this new energy? You can open your eyes when you're ready. And yummy. Wow, you guys are magic. That energy we all created together, this is magic. Adore you. And how does it get even better than that? Wow, guys, you're amazing. Thank you. Whew. Okay, so we're at the top of the hour. And wow, this energy is so yummy. Thank you for that. I do want to share a few things that are coming up. If you guys want to come join me, I'm going to be in a couple of fun places. Actually, I'm going to be at Symphony of Possibilities next week in Houston with Dr. Dane here, if you want to come play. And then after that, I'm going to Budapest, Hungary, and we'll be doing some classes online if you want to be part of that. It's Business Done Different and Conscious Vagina. And we'll have translation. It's really about even this is business done different. This is our willingness to do things different. I was ziplining in Costa Rica and I met someone who's in the financial industry. Like, you never know where you're going to meet people. So business done different is really your willingness to think outside the box and allow your business and other businesses to grow and have a hell of a lot more fun. And then I'm going to be, I don't remember where I'm going to be. Oh yeah, I'm going to be in Netherlands with Leadership with Horses. We'll do another Conscious Vagina there. We're going to do a right voice for you there. And then we'll do a Conscious Horse, Conscious Rider Day. And then I'm so excited. I'm coming to Brazil. It's been a long time. Last time I went to Brazil, there was one active facilitator for bars, and after that class, we had so many, and that amazing Brazil has grown to be one of the largest so far. I don't know, maybe we can make it a challenge and make the other countries out-created. I'm going to be there in November, and my my amazing friends who have decided they want to host and translate and be the connectors have created a schedule that is just so much fun. So come play with there. I apologize if I mispronounce the cities, but we'll be in Rio de Janeiro. We're going to be in Buzios. We're going to have a bars exchange and a bars class. We're going to have conscious vagina intro class in Rio and a one-day conscious vagina class. I'm so excited. Conscious vagina is expanding and growing, and the demand's been so great that we're adding more to it. We're going to do a one-day right body for you, and then we're going to move and have fun. So if you want to come on this road trip with us, we're actually going to go shopping as well. And then we're going to go to Petropolis, I hope I pronounced that correctly, and do a foundation class. And if you haven't done an Access Consciousness foundation class, or if you have, they're so different each time. But it was one of the greatest gifts in my life. 4 days of actually really not just having my solid life of the way I've made it in this reality, but really to be able to expand and grow every single part of my life, the business, my relationships, money, I mean, just everything. So if you haven't done one, come. If you've done one, come play. It ends up being always a lot of fun as well. And we're playing with the Japanese too. I'm going to come to Japan as well. We just don't have a date yet. And Mexico too. So all of you guys listening, there's lots of places you can come jump. A lot of them all have, you could do it on Zoom like you did today, or come bring your amazing bodies in person. And yeah, and what else is possible? And that's the other thing, how does it get even better than this? And what else is possible are two magic questions. And the mantra of Access Consciousness. You would like to add more to your life, just the willingness to ask. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. And repeat it. I know most of you guys know it, but are you asking it? Because that is one of the greatest gifts, to keep you in your magnetic pulling energy mode and not to be distracted by this reality, not to be distracted by people's problems. And one of my favorite questions that I didn't share with you that I love is, how much space can my body and I occupy not to be impacted, affected, or impinged by other people's universes, other people's stupidity, other people's lies, other people's stratifications, other people's reference points. You can add whatever you like to it. And anything that doesn't allow that, will you please now destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And just for a moment, can you just thank your body, your sweet, sweet, magical body? It's our best friend, and it's the most neglected all day long. As much as we love it, we abuse it. We feed it things it doesn't even want to eat. We keep shoving lies into it, all the things that we do. Can we just say thank you, body? Thank you for being here with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so sorry. I've been so stupid. I promise I will change that. And just every day, be willing to just ask your body whatever you desire. Ask it questions. I wonder what it desires to contribute to you now. And acknowledgement is huge, guys. Just for a moment, will you acknowledge just how brave you are? You came on this call, and whether you did it live or you're listening to it later, like your willingness to actually say, yes, I will have that. You already changed everything. Your financial reality, your futures, the futures on the planet. But when we don't acknowledge it and we stay in that mode of it's still not here, the lack, all the scarcity, we actually destroy those energies and the creations. So please, more gratitude. What can that contribute to your life and living? And when you do have gratitude for your body, have gratitude for money, have gratitude for the earth, air. That's what it is. Money is air, okay? If you can breathe, you can pull in money. Just don't make money more significant than you. No one and nothing, including money, is more significant than you. You are the being, an infinite being with infinite being, knowing, perceiving, receiving everything, okay? Money, when you make it significant, guess where you are? That lack, scarcity I was talking about. But when you invite it, that's where you're at the world of abundance, and even more will show up in your life. And follow the energy. Remember that energy we were just creating together? Whatever matches that energy, as crazy as it sounds, do it. Ask, if I choose this, what will my life and the world be like in 5 years? You don't have to include the world. I do, because I also like the world to contribute to me. But when you do, you open up all the molecules around the universe to be here with your body to contribute to you. But ask, and if it's not light for you, ask more questions. If it's light, ask more questions too, and just continuously be in the question and see what else is available and possible. All right, my friends, so grateful for you. And translators, so adore all of you and your magical bodies and the space that we created together today with everyone, even the ones who are sleeping, who are energetically here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And just be patient. We will send out the replay. You'll have, actually in your email for your login, there's a button that says replays and translation. If you click on it, you will know when the replays are in there. But we will also resend out a replay email that says click here, and it'll already be there, okay? So some of the languages, they're gonna be translated when they wake up. So give us about 24 hours for that. In the next 24, 48 hours, you'll have everything, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you to the most amazing people in Brazil that came up with this plan and co-created it. So thank you for that. And thank you for all the other languages and countries that said, I wanna come play with body and money. And for the gift of you guys being you and what you're choosing every day. And I know some days it's not that easy to feel gratitude, but that's when you want to ask for more gratitude that day, okay? Just have one thing that you're grateful for about you and your body, whatever that is. It will shift and change everything, okay? Who does it belong to? Return it to all the senders, okay? All right, guys, adore you. And